Coming back to Muirfield is a special privilege. It's a golf course that I have never heard anybody say anything derogatory about the golf course. It's really a magnificent course, and it's just the whole ambience of this place is outstanding. The golf course has great balance. You'll find you have a lot of holes into the wind, downwind and crosswind, both left and right. So you're faced with this all-round test, and the bunkering here is absolutely superb. And above all, I don't know of any championship in the world where the rough is so high. If you hit a real wild drive, the rough, as you can sit here and see now, is 2 foot high. So by the time the championship starts, you might lose a few players, never mind a few balls.
Gary Player has a strong affinity with Muirfield, where he's finished 3 times in the top 6. It's a relationship that dates back to his first trip there in 1959.
I've got great memories. I came here in 1959, and I'd just come from America, and I came to this club secretary and I said to him, "Good morning, sir." And he said, "Good morning." He said, "What are you doing here?" I said, "I've come to practice for the Open." He says, "No, you're not going to practice here." And this was 10 days prior to the championship. Oh, I was really upset. Anyway, befriended him and he let me practice.
Despite trailing by 4 shots going into the final round, Player soon found himself within touching distance of his first claret jug.
Now here at Muirfield, the man of the moment is Gary Player from South Africa.
I came to this last hole where we're sitting here now. If I got a 4, I said to myself, you'll definitely win. To pull it into that fairway bunker, as they say over here, it's murder. You just, you know now you're going to make a bogey unless you hold some long putt or a remarkable recovery. And when you think of the equipment we used and the inferior golf ball, and there were still daisies on the fairways. I sit here now and I look at this and I say, this is a mirage. We never saw courses like this in the Open Championship in those days. And then I take a 6-iron and I put it 40 foot from the hole. Now I'm battling and I 3-putt. How anticlimactic. Here you've got it in your grasp and you're going to win it, and now you think you've possibly blown it. And I was obviously perturbed and a little tear in my eye. But anyway, the score started to deteriorate because of the severe wind.
Player finished his final round at 4 under par, and the longer he waited, the more his challengers struggled in the blustery conditions.
The club here very kindly let me go up to the top of the clubhouse and watch the fellas finishing, and won the championship, which meant so much to me, because the Open Championship to me is the most important tournament in the world. They all have their attractions, but this is more than a golf tournament. This tests one's makeup, one's character. I doubt if anybody ever appreciated the Open more than I did.
Player's passion for the Open Championship grew over the coming decades. As he won 2 more claret jugs in 1968 and 1974, he proved his mettle and secured his greatness.
And this tests your judgment. I think that's part of the game. I think to be able to judge distances, read the wind, accept adversity, and you do go through and experience more adversity in the Open Championship than any tournament that I know of. So it's the oldest of all the majors, the greatest tradition exists, and you think the game started here. In South Africa, the Open Championship was always the championship, so it means a lot to me.